Callie with Darling Little Plans, and today I'm going to do a non-planner related video and show you a little hydrangea hack that I learned from Instagram a little bit ago. So when your hydrangeas start to wilt like this, they are not dead. You do not need to throw them out. You can refresh them and it'll bring them back to life. So some of them are getting a little brown, so I'll probably like pick this stuff off, but you can see this one's starting to shrivel a little bit. The light blue ones seem to be doing a little bit better than these dark blue ones, but I'm still gonna try and refresh all of them because I've started to notice even this one seems a little lifelike, and they like not as much life. They have plenty of water, if you can see. So we are going to do a little hydrangea refresh. So I'm gonna leave them here for right now. I'm going to go prep a bucket of water. So to start with, you need a big mixing type bowl. You need to fill it with cold water and some ice, and we're gonna put these guys in there and leave them for about 8 hours. So let me go prep that and I'll be right back. So I'm back with this is just a mixing bowl. This is not one of my nice ones. It's one of my ones that I use for stuff like this, but you could use a nice one. Just throw it in the dishwasher afterwards or something to sanitize. But I have cold water and ice in here, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your hydrangea and you're gonna take it out of this, and you are going to submerge it the best you can. They do float a little bit in the ice. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. In the ice water. So they will kind of float on top like this, which is perfectly fine, but you're just gonna let them kind of soak in here. Now you are going to, sorry, I keep moving my camera. You're gonna leave them in here for about 8 hours. I'm gonna do the rest of them too. I might need to get a second bowl, but after 8 hours is up, sometimes about the halfway point, I'll come and move them around a little bit so they can get like the other side. But after 8 hours or so, then you take them out and I will show you what we're gonna do. So I will see you again in 8 hours. Okay, it has been about 8 hours that the flowers have kind of sat in the water, so I'm just gonna push them down a little bit more to get one final kind of soaking in here. I did end up getting 2 bowls just because this was a pretty full batch. Then a little bit ago, I did this off camera because, you know, a watch pot never boils. So this is just a pot of water that I had boiling. It just came off the stove, so it is kind of steaming, and I accidentally left it boiling a little too long because I got distracted with some other things. And then off camera, because I can only do so many things one-handed, I went ahead and cut off a little bit of the stem. So all of these have a fresh cut stem, which is part of the crucial process. So now what you do is you take your flowers out of the water. We should get one that's not buried. I'm gonna just kind of shake them off here a little bit so they're not dripping wet everywhere. And then you take the stem and you dip it into your hot water that you had boiled, so just by a little bit, and then you're just gonna stick it in your vase. Now, after we've dipped all of them in the water, we are going to pour the excess water into the vase. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. They're dripping a little bit. I might have to go get a paper towel or something too. So you're just gonna dip the end of it into your hot water, stick it in your vase. They still look a little frumpy, but don't worry, they will perk up once they get dry and everything. So we're gonna shake this off, dip it in my hot water, and then stick it in the vase. And then, ooh, that one was real dirty. All right, so we're gonna shake this up a little bit, get all the excess water, dip it in, my pot, and stick it back in the vase. Now I will have to take some of them, move them out of the way a little bit to kind of get this water in there, but the water still needs to cool a little bit before I pop them in there. So they're in like this. I will just to show you, they're looking a little, I'm gonna go get a paper towel and wipe them down. They're still looking a little frumpy right here, but once they kind of dry a little bit, they will perk back up. You can even see this one's perking a little bit. So I will be back in a little bit to show you what they look like. Okay, we're back. It's been a couple hours. They're still a little damp because I dried them off a little bit, but I didn't dry them totally. But I figured I'd do a little check-in, show you what they look like, since I'm losing sunlight and I think it's about to rain. But this is them after their refresh. I may pop and do another video in the morning just to see, but this one, I will tell you, this is the one that was the most droopy, like falling over, looked like you just needed to throw it away and it was gonna die. And look at these happy little blooms. I mean, they're just, sorry about the shadowing there, they're just so cute and happy. Now the lighter colored ones, we're doing pretty good anyway, but they also got themselves a nice little refresh. This one on the bottom here is still very damp, but you kind of see it on my water, but they're looking fabulous. And this is the other darker blue one that was starting to shrivel in some places. This side of it is still really damp, like I could feel it. It's just like so much water, so I might take a paper towel and try and dampen it, dry it up. But all of these blooms looking so happy and everything. And then there's the last one. So this one is the one that, if you want to see what the refresh does, this is it. I think the water that I had in there must be something in like the city water that's causing it to brown a little bit. But they're beautiful, happy, perky. I even boiled a little bit more water and put it in there so they'll be extra fresh. But this will last maybe another 2 weeks or so. I have done it where I've done this refresh one more time, and we've gotten another set of good blooms and everything out of it. But there you have it, hydrangea refresh to make these beautiful blooms look even, oh, there's some dead ones in there, last and look great, and everything you need. So if you have any hydrangeas in a vase, test it out. I'll do a check-in in the morning so you can see once they've dried completely what they look like. But there you have it. Okay, it's now the next morning, so I thought I'd give you an update on what they look like now that they've really had time to dry. So again, this is the one that was really droopy and shriveled and not doing well, and look at those cute happy little blooms. And then the rest of them all perked up as well. Anything that they had that was kind of droopy really kind of perked up, and like the other dark blue one was the other one that was starting to shrivel and whatnot, and it's looking so beautiful again. So that is how to refresh your hydrangeas, and I hope you enjoyed this and found it useful, and I will see you next time. Have a fabulous week. Bye, darling.